Hi, I'm Simon Miliano and I'm Head of Research at Top 10 VPN. Day to day, my main focus is on writing and researching many of the biggest and most popular VPN reviews, roundups and guides that we have on the site. It's a huge job, so I couldn't do it on my own. So I work with JP and Callum and our fantastic testing team, who also play a huge role in creating and maintaining our ever-growing library of VPN resources. A big part of what I do is hands-on VPN testing. I experiment with a ton of different techniques in order to create a blueprint so that we can work together as a team to review all of the VPNs that we have on site in a consistent and comprehensive way. I also conduct independent research into privacy and security topics, ranging from things like the dangers of free VPN or costs of internet shutdowns, all the way to the trade in stolen data on the dark web. I was actually the first person to join Top 10 VPN in 2016, so perhaps my biggest achievement that I'm most proud of is the big role I played in building the initial version of the website from scratch and then seeing it grow from humble beginnings to what it is today. I'm also very proud of the role that I played in building and mentoring the team of people that we now have at Top 10 VPN. It's a small but passionate and very talented group of people that we have that really punch above their weight and do some truly incredible work. What I enjoy most is creating valuable resources that actually help real people. I'll tell you something funny. I'm a minor celebrity at my teenage son's school because all the pupils there know who I am from reading my VPN reviews. That's just awesome to me. Quite a few things have come together to make me qualified to be a VPN expert and enable me to do what I do. I've been working in internet businesses for a very long time, in increasingly technical roles for about 15 years now. I've also been terminally online in my free time for even longer than that, dating back to probably the late 90s. I've been using VPNs for remote access at least for over 15 years too. The first time I ever used a VPN to circumvent censorship, however, was about 9 years ago when I was working in Shanghai. I couldn't even access Google Maps or my work email without one. And that was a real shock to the system because I'd just gotten so used to having those things available to me whenever I wanted on my phone. At the end of the day, it was really just an inconvenience to me. But I realized just how important it was to have free access to the internet. And it lit a spark in me of the belief that governments really don't have the right to tell us what we can and can't access on the internet. Earlier in my career, I worked as a journalist covering breaking news, and that gave me invaluable experience in terms of research and investigation skills and the sharp eye for detail that I use every day at Top 10 VPN. I also have a natural curiosity when it comes to tinkering with software, with new operating systems, with cool new open source tools that, with the help of JP, our very knowledgeable and highly experienced CTO, whom I'm privileged to have known for many years, I've been able to turn that curiosity into the basis for many of our VPN guides and resources. Most of all though, it's spending 8 solid years testing VPNs day in, day out, that has made me most qualified to be a VPN expert. That's a long time, and I've learned an awful lot in that time. I love the internet. It's given me my career. It's a lifelong learning tool. It's an amazing source of entertainment, and it makes modern life just so much more convenient. So therefore, it's just really natural to me to want to protect free access to the internet. There's also a ton of misinformation out there about the value of privacy and of encryption, and so it's really important to me to be able to clarify those kinds of issues for everyday people. Also, I've known Anton and worked with him for a long time before he started Top 10 VPN, and of course he's a great guy, but also I knew that we were both really invested in protecting freedom of the internet. What really sealed the deal for me though, when he asked me to come and join his new company, was that we both agreed that creating in-depth and genuinely useful content was crucial to the success of the project, and that was what was really appealing to me. The work we do at Top 10 VPN is important because we're helping consumers achieve something genuinely worthwhile. That's to say, helping them protect their privacy online or access the internet in an unrestricted way. The end goal, I think, for Top 10 VPN is to raise the standards of the VPN industry as a whole through our independent and our comprehensive reviews. More broadly, we want a better, more open, more secure internet. And at the moment at least, VPNs are the best way to achieve that. Perhaps our biggest challenge at the moment is to build trust in VPN reviews and show people that we're not just recycling content from elsewhere on the web, and that the recommendations that we make are genuinely what we think are the best choice for consumers. So my biggest priorities therefore are to show our readers just how much testing is happening day to day, and to make sure that everybody understands that we really are an independent organisation. Another big part of building that trust is to find new and interesting ways to educate and to engage our readers about privacy, security and internet freedom. I'd say another big challenge for us, and something I'd really like to solve, is to raise the standards of the VPN industry as a whole. Look, I understand free is really hard to resist, especially with cost of living pressures and in parts of the world where wages are low, but free VPNs are just so bad, with very few exceptions. And if you read our reviews, you'll see that even paid VPNs are of variable quality as well, and you can have bad experiences with those too. So my firm belief is that by making it easier to compare VPNs, we'll raise standards across the board and make it easier for everybody to access a free and private internet.